Hi, it's Tony Grebmeier. Thanks so much for joining us. Excited for you to be a part of Flip the Switch as we head into a brand new year. That's right, 2021. And recently had a nice conversation with several individuals and a bunch of participants. And here is the best of Aaron Stokes. What is something you noticed about yourself in 2020?
I would say that I think all of us, maybe we probably had a period of time where we worked for twice as hard for half as much. And I think I discovered that there's a lot more there from me, my team, everyone around me, and things that were really scary and that I thought would be really difficult ended up not being so bad. Also have to say that as I've worked through it, I've always been one of those guys that believes in vision boards, and I have a vision board, and then I have an accomplishment board where I move things from the vision board over to the accomplishment board, and that way I remind myself where I've come from and what I've been able to achieve. And I think that for a lot of us, we find ourselves in a situation where something scary pops up, and we forget what we've been trained for. We forget why we're on this planet. And then we just kick this thing's butt and we get to the other side. In the moment, we don't see it. We just see the pressure. We just see everything that's going wrong. We see everything that's going right at the same time. We see all the mess combined. And because we don't have a lot of clarity, because we've never been here before, the emotions run high, which cloud your vision. And I don't think until we get to the other side, we look back and we go, man, holy cow, I did that. And that's where I think that accomplishment board is almost more important than the vision board itself. We all need to reflect back and just see how far we've come in 2020, how far we've moved the needle, the challenges that we got hit upside the head with that we just kept marching through. Maybe some of you really grew this year. We really grew, but for a hot minute, it didn't look like we were going to. And I think that a lot of us came into this thinking, oh man, what's about to happen? And we were a little concerned, but then things shifted. And some of you maybe really got hammered, and you maybe were in an industry that really took a hit. But I got to tell you that when you look back, it's easy to reflect and really get a lot of clarity and go, wow, I was able to do that. And so I would just encourage everyone to look back and just look at the challenges, maybe where you got your butt kicked, maybe where you did really well and you kicked their butt, and look at it from an honest perspective, self-grade. And when you do, make sure you pay attention to where you were and where you are today. Even if your business is in a worse spot, but you're in a better spot, just make sure you reflect on that, because it's just a powerful, powerful tool to look back. And you got to look back and not always get stuck looking forward, thinking, I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to make it. And so I would just tell everyone that I realized in myself there was a lot more depth, and I would encourage everyone to also consider doing the same.
Aaron Stokes, what is something you do on a daily basis that will help you moving forward in 2021?
I'm not really a morning prep guy. A lot of people want to get up and prep every morning. That's not something I've ever done. I'm more of a get up and just go guy. I don't worry about the perfect morning. I don't pay attention to any of that. I know a lot of people have written a lot of books on that and have read that and received it and have tried to make their day better, only to watch their friend outpace them, outperform them. And I really started thinking about what works for me. So for those of you out there that you really struggle to take charge of your life and start switching gears, I'd really, really encourage you to step back, to get people to give you advice and to get people to look at you from a different angle. Some of the guys on this call, Tony's given me a bunch of advice. There was a time Vinny and I talked probably 3 or 4 years ago about my coaching business on a little peninsula in Mexico. And Vinny wouldn't stop yelling at me about some limits that I had on it. And so I think there's a lot of you here that haven't gotten into a place where you can get around people and let iron sharpen iron and let outside input in, even if it's not comfortable, even if it's not something you want to talk about, even if it's not something you even believe at the moment. But maybe it'll get that little worm in your head and you'll start eating and eating and eating and thinking and causing you to just go, maybe I need to not do that, but maybe I need to adjust just slightly. And so I would encourage people, if the morning thing and whatever ritual, or whatever the latest book is, or whatever the last habit is you're trying to do to solve your life, I would encourage you maybe to instead reflect. And so to me, reflecting is focusing on my evening. It's just very simple. I'm not a morning shower guy. I'm a night shower guy. I like to get in my bed clean. Those of you that don't, I think it's disgusting, but that's the way I roll. Those of you that are married, why in the world would you ever go to bed dirty? I'd always go to bed clean. And so I go to bed clean, showered, ready to go. And I have certain books I read. I have things I journal, I think about, whatever it is. I have a process for my evening. And to me, that allows me to look back on the last 10, 12, 15, 16, 18 hours that I've been up doing stuff. And I can look at that and go, maybe I should do this, or maybe I should do that. And then the next morning, I just jump up and I go do it. I just race right out of the house. I literally get up, get dressed, I'm gone. I don't get up and run through these 5 different rituals and do this. And those of you that do that and it works for you, that's awesome. But for me, everything from my accomplishment board to what I'm working on right now, it's always got to be, is it working? Is there fruit? I got to look backwards. I can't keep looking forwards and saying, oh, this is the way, this is the way, this is the way. Now, I will say, I can be wrong, but I cannot be in doubt if I'm leading my team. And I would encourage everybody out there, as you go forward into 21, this is not the time to be a weak leader. This is the time to lead the charge and go for it. And while you may not be on the right path, you may not be doing the right thing, just march and lead your freaking team. They're hungry for leadership. And then you might be wrong, that's fine, but do not allow yourself to be in doubt. Believe in what you're doing. And then the way you adjust is every night you reflect. For you, maybe it's in the morning, and that's fine. But reflect and judge the fruit. And then based off of what you see happening, what you see working out in your life, continue to pivot. And if you continue to do this quickly, life becomes a lot easier. But those of us that wait to the next mastermind, or we can talk to our next mentor or friend, it really delays your movement. I really encourage you, please consider pivoting much quicker by just reflecting and just making it a daily habit. Just stopping and thinking. Just slow down and think. Turn the TV off, leave your phone on the charger, and just get by yourself, even with your spouse, and just think. I just think that most of you here will drastically improve your life. I know that's continually what's probably the last 10 years, what's really propelled me. And I would encourage you to consider something along those lines where you can review every day and consider what is working, what's not, and allow others to disagree with you and speak into your life. Invite those types of conversations in, be willing to be bold and argue something out so that ultimately the best answer will prevail and your life will improve. You can help others, and you can help people that maybe are a little stuck like you were 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, and you can get them out of the ditch.
Thanks for joining us today at Flip the Switch. To learn more, visit fliptheswitch.com, download the worksheet, and you can participate yourself. Until next time, go make today the absolute best day of your life.